Rajan Zed, you're making headlines yet again. Professional troll, but mostly known as somebody who's crazy as fuck. A fanatical, out of his goddamn mind religious nutcase. Nuttier than squirrel shit. Hasn't been put into a paddy wagon and taken off to the fucking haha hotel. Yet here you are as the spokesperson, as the leader of the Indian Association in Nevada. This is not your first time at bat for going after a video game, for going after a movie, for going after a TV show, for going after any kind of a public space, which are your little shitty list of demands, saying, oh, everybody of the Hindu faith is really offended by this, and this needs to be changed, this needs to be altered, this needs to be included. You need to go and shut your fucking mouth. But that's something that you aren't privy to, so allow me to go and put you in your fucking place. You're going after the Shin Megami Tensei series, most notably Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final. And why is that? Krishna shows up in it. For anybody out there who's wondering, Krishna is one of the most revered and well-known gods in Hindu faith. And guess what? The Shin Megami Tensei series, if you weren't aware, this little occult RPG series has all sorts of religious figures, characters, creatures, gods, deities, everywhere, sprinkled all throughout it. As a matter of fact, that is one of the main themes of the Shin Megami Tensei series. It doesn't matter if you were playing Devil Summoner, Digital Devil Saga, Nocturne, Persona, or the main Shin Megami Tensei series. Does not fucking matter, because guess what? Out of all of them, the main Shin Megami Tensei series has like some of the most religious references included into it. Ever since the days of Famicom, this has been kind of the main draw of it, was the fact that they were capable of taking all walks of religion, both new and old, both current and revised, taking all these different religions, all from everywhere, and putting them into the same world. We're talking about gods who obviously shouldn't be showing up in the faith of other ones because they don't even acknowledge the existence of anything else because they act like they are the only one around, but they're all within the same world, and you're mad at the representation of Krishna. Now, you got so angry, and I noticed some of the things that you were mad about made me giggle quite a bit. Because you said that this was trivializing Krishna. And why would this trivialize Krishna? Well, it's because he was wearing a fedora and his skin color was a different tone. It wasn't blue anymore, it was brown. Oh, wait, and you didn't like the fact that Krishna was a character that you could use in battle because people shouldn't be capable of controlling gods. We are talking about a fictional setting with fictional characters, and it's a game based all around fiction. I mean, all of this is fucking fiction, yet you're taking it as something that is non-fiction, something that's really true. What do you think when we pick up a goddamn 3DS that we're really controlling the gods? Are you out of your goddamn fucking head? Off to the loony bin with your fucking crazy ass. But I already know the answer to this. This isn't the first time. You've demanded entire production crews to halt movies being made, for TV shows to be halted. Everybody just walk the fuck off set. This guy's upset about it. You keep on speaking on behalf of millions of people around the entire world, and I feel that you are very out of line. We're talking about a series. Again, I'm going to go back to this. A series that, if anybody should ever be pissed off, I guess it would be Christians, if anything. Do you know how many anti-Christian messages are all throughout the Shin Megami Tensei series? There's fucking tons of them. I can't even tell you. You know, anybody from any corner of the world who's into some kind of religion could feel that whatever they believed in was being misrepresented, and if you wanted to really just read into it, you could be all sorts of angry, but that would be ridiculous. You'd have to go after all of comics, after all of literature, after all of television. You'd have to go after so many different fucking things. Take your goddamn time and spend it more wisely instead of attacking this fucking video game. You know, and this is a series, again, this is a series that has had this shit forever. I mean, for fuck's sake, two of the biggest religions in Japan are represented everywhere in the Shin Megami Tensei series. All the time, because you can go and see those gods there, reference in there, and yes, just like with Krishna, they can be controlled at some point and summoned forth to go and do battle for them, and This is not something where you have people of Japan, Shintoism and Buddhism coming forward and demanding that everybody at Atlas be ripped out of their offices and then just crucified right fucking there and then in the middle of the fucking streets. You know, that would be insane. I guess they would have to have the most immediate and most impactful uprising since it's on their home turf, but you don't see it happening. You don't see churches going closing their doors and make their way into Japan to go and boycott this kind of shit. You want to know why? Because nobody really gives a fuck at all. Only you do. Only the crazy. You know, I see this kind of shit, and I'm just like, why does anybody get their fucking panties in a bunch over this? I don't understand, but once I got to read up more about you, once I got to get a good understanding, this is to you, this is just another Monday. This is just the kind of shit that you do. You want to go and take something that's marginal and blow it out of proportion and make it into a big deal. You love that feeling of power where you can go and enact change. That's what you like to do. You are abusing your position and all the luxuries that come with it, and that's why you're going after something like this. I'm going to just assume that Sega and Atlas will be smart enough to ignore you and put you in your place. Well, then again, they probably won't do it openly, but if I ran the fucking company, I would tell you that you have all the freedoms of everybody else out there in the world to not buy it, to not play it, to not hear it, to not see it, to not experience it, to not interact with it. You do not have to put down your hard-earned money to play it so that you become triggered and offended. This is something that too many people out there ignore. And I've talked about this time and again with all the people wanting shit to be changed that they don't like. Oh, I'm triggered and offended by this on the shelf and by this being made available and this and that and that and this, except for you do not have to experience it. So shut the fuck up. I don't know how many times to tell you this, Mr. Zed, but shut the fuck up. I tell everybody this because it is your freedom to not be bothered with it, and you make it out to be something more than it is. In a fucking series that you know jack diddly shit about, you're mad that Krishna's in this, I don't like the way that they designed Krishna. If Krishna was accurately portrayed in the game and wasn't playable, would you suddenly feel at ease? No, you'd find something else to complain about. You have, and the thing is, you were even so bold as to talk about, well, I'm all for freedom of speech and blah, blah, blah. No, the fuck you aren't. That was the thing that got me the most, is that you were talking about that kind of bullshit. You know you're fucking lying. You're all for freedoms except for these ones, so please stop them. What the fuck are you... Oh man, the devil's cabbage, you've been smoking too much of it and coming up with crazy notions and ideas that you suddenly can go and dictate art. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck every other asshole that thinks that they can do shit like you. I demand this to be changed. I don't like this. This is offensive. Triggering. You need to remove it because I'm special and you don't understand. Here's a list of reasons why I should shut the fuck up. That's pretty much it. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Final. I can't wait for it to come out. And for anybody out there that has played any of the games in the series, you know everything I'm saying is true. And anybody who knows anything about this motherfucker knows that I'm right. And anybody out there who uses their freedoms to try to shut down the freedoms of anybody else is nothing but a goddamn fucking turd. That's all. This is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game. The fuck off.